Greetings, Pirate Council. Our tall tales. Last we left our hero, they had just left the elf underwater city Seastar and had a combatant who they came across who was attacked by razor fiend, half draconic, half fiend. Told that ancient city in the ancient city of rest, great elvish city itself, long been lizard folk, a bit of a nuisance, never a major problem. Creation perhaps of red hand and black dragon whipped them up in frenzy and have driven out of archivists, archaeologists, studying the city and using it as a bit of a holy place, a bit of a place for us to deal with that vision, perhaps drive them out. We also have some knowledge that one of the general red hand of may not be the first dragon had to dragon its way. Find our heroes after they've had their long rest. They take part in ceremonies, dancing at the and baby pool how to relax. Find ourselves on the sea, headed north. What it was now known as the Rest. Long ago, before the Red Hand raised its banners, blood darkened the of Aurora, but a city of song and rest. RHS. Once it shimmered with elven artistry, arcane marvels, but ambition gnawed at its heart. The steward answers to power too, and pacts better left. Beneath the waves, final bargain was struck, sea rose. Now, centuries later, rest stand. Come to it not as explorers, but as interlopers, city that drowned itself to hide its shame. Now the sea spreads wide and silent before air thick, salt and secrets. Surface breaks on jagged islets of crumbled stone and what appear to be moored rafts lashed together, making occasional peak of perhaps once mountain. Now there are two still standing structures, gravestone piercing the tide, a weather-beaten bell tower, crown of a proud town, lower levels swallowed by the abyss. Skimming against this haunted waterline, your vessel weaves, waves, and up ahead you can see barges, makeshift homes, built their inhabitants, guarding, perhaps hearing. Somewhere beneath black water, red hand, dragon coils in board plot. Behind them, self, mausoleum, madness, beckons. This is no just a mission, reckoning. I ask you now, fog break the tides.
Bum, bum.
Sea is calm, and despite the fog starting to settle in, Killian, I believe you did a bit of a scouting last session and saw noticed and were unnoticed by a black dragon that pierced into and spotted many sort of dirigibles and fruit vessels, almost like shanty-esque houseboats lashed together in clumps, occupied by lizards. And you made out what appeared to be a goblin station tower. I assume no one did their homework in. I'll throw it to the Yama. You seem your most first officer on the ship.
Oh. And so is Kate. Well, I guess all we know is that the hobgoblins are in the bell tower. We've not made an enemy of the lizard folk yet, so perhaps we can get ashore and into the town, and do a little bit of reconnaissance. At least to understand are the hobgoblins loved, feared. Get a foothold in the town. Maybe we can have a little. Find a place to call home for a little bit on the shore while we kind of recon the area.
Yep.
Yeah.
A home-based cafe or something, like an internet cafe where we can set up.
Killian will be like, love the plan, great plan. So no fireballs?
Not just yet.
Fireballs. Also, definitely all of these people's houses are made of wood.
Meh. I don't know these people.
Paulie puts away the torch he had like up against a haystack next to a house.
Oh, God damn
And
it.
Killian's like, love your work, kid.
I like to burn.
You're definitely spending too much time with Killian, I think, little Paulie.
I'm like, no. I put my hand on Paulie's shoulder. I'm like, come with me, my boy.
Oh,
I'm
no.
gonna teach you some shit.
This is the beer pickleback bonding. But yeah, can we go ashore, Dan, and just kind of like of hobgoblins?
Yep. So you start you chart a course closest of what are effectively rafts, sort of lashed together to create almost large pond cover in it. And there's a cross and
Lizards.
they look relatively simple.
No.
We'll never know. So we embark on this pontoon, and it's a ghost town, is what you're saying.
Yeah. So they're bipedal. They sort of, although you do see some of them like swimming and things like that. They don't really appear to be any clothes. They weapons and what appear to be maybe hides or seaweed kind of ropes like that. A couple of them have shells or tortoise shells on their on their backs or on their arms, large, like very kind of weaponry, and a lot of green scales, and they have kind of a lot of them have this like mohawk ruff of hair. Start in your boat to is how far? Well, give me a who's on now.
I can make.
Yes, please.
I'm on lookout. I got a 9.
Nice.
Can I assist by being like, I'm still down
No,
on deck with
there's
little Polly?
nothing out there. I
With
don't
little
know what
Polly
you
being like, look
mean.
at this, look at the sea, all that you can see.
There's nothing out there. It's fine.
Yes, Killian. If you'd like to.
Oh, do I get to roll again?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you wouldn't like to, I can roll.
No. I want to roll again. With a 3. No, I insist. There is
Okay.
nothing out there.
Polly, look at this. There's nothing out there. There's not even. I like to think Polly's like, what about that island? What island?
There's nothing out there. It's just sea and sky.
There's not even anything to set fire to.
All blue. Hey, you can burn water if you try. It's called boiling.
So
I'm
perhaps,
never gonna try burn water.
yeah, Karu, you're kind of on the lookout for these things because Lynn mentioned they were out there when he did. But by the time you actually spot them, perhaps because low to the stealth, and they almost have a kind of natural camouflage. Their pontoon, a lot of them are draped with. They kind of just like floating debris. That's that. So what you think is maybe just bits of broken ship, but actually maybe Killian kind of oversold the civilization that you'd be looking for. Like you're looking for some boats. And you're like, yeah, cool. I don't know, like what you happen upon, what looks a bunch of crates, barrels that normally you would potentially dismiss as like debris out in the ocean until you start seeing. But by that time, you are quite close upon, and there's a number of lizard folk kind of start clambering out of the debris, and some of them diving into the water, some of them raising clubs in a threatening.
Oh shit! Sorry guys.
Well-
Apparently there were some people out here.
What did I tell you?
You said there's nothing to see. You
I
sold me a
told you
different
just
picture
like
than
20
this.
minutes ago. 20
You
minutes
sold
ago,
me
I
a-
said small,
yeah.
small boots. Boats? I don't know.
Please
I saw
stop
some
fighting.
things. There's a dragon. There is a dragon. I didn't
How
lie
much-
about the dragon.
How am I supposed to do my job well when you give me such poor information to work with?
I'm just a wizard. What do you want from me?
Do better.
I'm just the court jester, okay?
No, I'm
Well, you're
cool.
doing that well. Hang on.
I can pull a rabbit out of a hat.
I can be the rabbit in the hat. Wait.
No,
Anyway.
it's Paulie is the right size. Paulie, come here.
I'm going over to the hat.
Are the lizard people just still waving sticks at us, or is
Or
it
are we
getting
being
worse?
descended upon?
Yeah.
Is the rabbit allowed to have a knife that stabs the person who pulls him out?
Always.
Yes, and we hand the hat to the bad guys.
Perfect.
Yama is
Actually, I
definitely
don't-
going to the front and maybe waving them down with like no, weapons in his hands as his crew pick up behind him.
Yeah, in the background, we all have weapons in our hands.
They're all gesturing.
Yeah, like the scimitars are out, and Paulie is like with his knife going into a hat. Like,
That's fine.
Yeah, there's a couple of lizard folk on this pontoon still there and kind of like raising, got like javelins in their arms and like waving at you. Anna, Kara, you definitely saw some slip off into the water though, and incredibly low perception. You definitely don't notice that a bunch of them have slipped into the water and are potentially making a beeline for you.
no, those guys just went home. I say that out loud, and no one understands what I mean. Like, I'm
Killian's
going through
like-
this thought process in my head. I'm like, no, they just went home.
Killian's just like pointing at a flotilla coming towards the ship. He's like, what about, whatever, they went home, I guess. Just like turns around and
Yeah,
walks to
we-
the other side of the ship.
Yeah, we're in their way, really. They're just gonna duck past. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Yama is trying to flag them down and calm them.
I love that. What are you saying to them? What are you and
So he is as always still fully armored, but like his sword is still sheathed His arms are up, and clearly in some kind of like gesture of, I'm unarmed. And he's just saying, good lizard folk, we mean you no harm. We simply are looking for perhaps your leader. Perhaps you can point us in the right direction. Someone we might speak to about, goings on.
Give me a Asian check with disadvantage because they don't seem to understand your language, or
Yeah.
they very easily understand the incredibly armed crew standing behind.
Who are all yelling.
I don't look that
We're not
armed.
yelling at them. We're yelling at each other. It's fine.
But you're
I
still
don't look
yelling.
that armed. I don't know what you're talking about. I look friendly.
It's a
Yeah.
10,
The
Jen. I'm
giant
sorry.
tiefling with huge horns.
It's
Really
10.
Yeah, 10.
Right. Love that. for me.
God damn
Dan's
it.
having to frantically set up a map because suddenly there's an encounter.
Hey, we're
Well, the
doing
other one
great,
was a
okay?
17.
Throw the hat, guys. Throw the hat.
With the small bird
With
in
the
it.
small
Stand there,
bird, yeah.
just holding a hat above his head, like looking at everyone, like
That's like our winning move. We do that last.
No.
When most things are almost dead.
That's it. I'm going for the biggest, scariest looking guy, and it's standing right in front of him.
Ugh.
Try and
obviously
save me
too
now.
long since we played,
Luckily, you're
'cause this
really
is-
short, and I can shoot spells over your head.
Yeah, but his shins are fucked.
All right.
Hey, so quick question, Yama. Just this is Kara
Yeah.
comes up. What are we doing here again?
Well. Oh! I wrote notes. We had to get something. Literally, okay, my notes here are Celeria Starsinger, she's incredibly regal, partaking in a tea, saucy encounter, 2 breathing bubbles, bell tower, lizard folk, and hobgoblins, and a black dragon. That's my extreme.
Yeah, I don't remember why we're here. I remember what's here.
We had to get something. We had to. Shit.
Where are we? We're in rest.
We're in rest. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't take any notes. I didn't think we were gonna miss 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It's all right. All right. Hang on. I'm trying something.
Oh,
I'm
You can ask the AI.
I'm racking my brain.
Hey! Oh wait, you're racking your brain or asking the AI? Come on.
I'm asking the chatbot.
Good.
/ racking my brain.
We're all ridiculous.
All right. So we heard about
he's
the
up.
dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's 2. And that it's taken root in the ruins of the old city of Rest. We're here not just to lend a hand to the sea elves, but also to seek out our own fortune, claiming glory and riches as we dive into the unknown.
So what?
Thank you, chatbot.
Yeah. So what the chatbot probably doesn't remember.
Hunt down the lizard folk.
I
Oh, we're here to
would
kill
say
the
actually,
lizard folk.
Yama, you thinking about it,
Mm.
feel a tug.
Oh, they have the reliquary?
No, that's just
Was it
poorly
lich?
tugging it like your pants. You know.
And tugging at the bottom of your shoe.
Yeah.
And Yama's like, stab me. No stabbing today. I think if
Wait,
it's tugging on my soul, then there's the lich was chasing me, right?
We're here to kill the lizard folk.
What? We can't be here to
Yeah.
kill the lizard folk.
No. To hunt down the lizard folk that have been raiding the peaceful waters of our sea elves.
Should
I
we
do
have
actually
approached this
remember.
Oh yeah, the
completely
sea elves told
differently?
us what to do because because I was reading our recap, but it just left out like the whole chunk of where the sea elves told us to come and do something here.
Yeah, so we're
it was like
they
the
definitely sent
ceremony
us
was
here.
cool, and now there's a dragon.
so yeah, throw the hat
Scene
at them.
missing. Yeah, we
The
need to kill.
problem- yeah.
We need to kill them.
The issue is that there's a dragon, and then the thing that we didn't
I mean,
realize was
okay.
that
dragon is technically lizard folk. It's just a big lizard folk.
It's a much more powerful big
That's
lizard folk, and
I'm also a dragon.
I cover where the holes where Paulie's ears are, and I'm like, do you remember what happened to the captain last time we encountered a dragon?
It's fine.
Is it?
Paulie, do you remember what happened? No, didn't think so. We're fine. Exactly.
Well, I guess
We're gonna stab
we
something
can
now?
set them on
It's like
fire.
scrambling out of the hat.
Yes,
you-
soon, Paulie, soon.
So
Pushing back
yes,
in.
you remember that the folk weren't really a big deal. Like they'd been here for a long time, but hadn't really they'd kind of amongst themselves a lot. They hadn't really
Like rallied.
they hadn't really rallied. They seem to be united currently, to whatever extent that is, and that was because of the coming of the Red Hand of Doom.
Mm.
Also, part of the reason you're here is to solve this situation instantly, so that elves of Seastar to help fighting off Red Hand Navy. They don't want to do so with this kind of threat on their step now. Any for future when they're currently now.
Yep.
Another aspect is, yes, you've heard that there's one of the Wormlords, one of the generals of the Red Hand is in this area as well. Plus, a lot of you just dragons. So it's multifaceted.
Yeah.
Also, ancient city of elves, got sunken eldritch magics. There's probably some magical shit down there. So it all have great reasons.
But what's important is we don't need to be friends with the lizard folk.
Yes, let's put that down to Yama always trying to be friendly with everyone, while you guys and use him as a distractor while you all attack.
Well, can I get you to roll initiative, please? Definitely not a surprise.
No?
And Yama leans down to the little Polly tugging at his legs, and he's like, "You can set fire to their ships now."
Done. I only got a 10 in
Yeah.
initiative though.
I got a 20.
That's better than mine, so you can still do it.
Paulie lights up his torch.
I love baby Polly so much.
Can Killian be on this side of the ship, staring at the lizard folk like, I want to kill him, I want to kill him, I want to kill
Oh,
him?
sure. Yeah.
Hell
Sorry,
yeah.
I put you on the other side because you said you went to the opposite side of the ship.
Yeah. I just want to be as close to the lizard folk as possible.
Did I get initiative out of you lot? It may not work through.
Yeah,
I
I
was
got
10.
20.
Oh shit, of course.
I rolled it in the combat tracker like a
Oh.
good player.
Pause.
Boo, you nerd.
Give me
Yeah, I got a
credit.
5.
5 for you.
Only Bailey gets treats.
And it's one for
Yeah,
Polly.
yeah, Katie.
I can dream in my sleep too on camera.
What was yours, Paul?
10.
Killian, you are top round. You perhaps decide to take the initiative here, not letting any lizard get a chance to move. There's 2 on the pontoon in front of you. According to Karu, 3 of them dipped in. Cuddled under.
Okay, so, well, look, we're just gonna do one of these ones. Did it work? Place template. Okay, dexterity saving throw. They need. Oh, why am I rolling a dexterity saving throw? So they need to make a dex save of 19, essentially.
They got a 16 and an 8.
Cool. Rolling damage. 33.
Pontoon goes up in. Why don't you describe to me what the fireball looks like as it hits this salted wood, ramshackle.
The house doesn't exist anymore. I didn't even throw it at them. I was trying to burn down their house. So I threw it right in front of them on the ground. So I like to imagine it's it's gone out, it's hit a couple of feet in front of them, and then expanded out and just there's like evaporated them, incinerated them in like seconds. They're gone. And I like to think their flotilla is like sure there's some little bits of driftwood left, but it's mostly gone.
Bright yellow flame as salt in the wood content as well goes up. And everything catches fire instantly. No more. If there were any children inside,
Oh my god.
left of little instantly did cook. They passed fully all weekend.
Luckily, it was very fast and very hot, and we didn't have time to hear screams.
Exactly.
And then when the other guys come up, Killian's still like looking over the edge, like I probably should have asked if they were friendly.
So big fireball, big eruption of fire, the planes of the pontoon fire, and a huge amount of smoke starts billowing.
Yep. Didn't think that through. Anyway, Killian's like, well, I look back at Kara. I'm like, you think they were friendly? Ah, well, doesn't matter. We're here to kill them, I guess.
I didn't think they were important to our goal. Could have just
That's
like,
why I used a weak spell.
could have just like left it alone.
But also,
They were
I think
coming to us.
we might have gathered a lot of attention with that.
Yeah, also that.
That was a weak spell. It's fine.
But
Don't
there's a
worry
big
about it.
fire.
Yeah, there's water around it. It'll go away.
That's
That
the
means
care
a
of
lot of
itself.
smoke.
Has no
Yeah,
one been
notice-
watching Baby Paulie for a bit?
I like to think I'm still like with my hand on the hat.
Yeah, it's
I
not
don't
your
know. I
turn
think
yet.
we all forgot about you.
Like I still have the hat. Whether or not Baby Polly is in the hat, I don't know. But I'm like, like leaning over the edge, just like looking.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
While
And then
you're
I'm gonna look at the hat quickly and be like, Polly, stay in the hat.
while you're looking over the edge, here I don't think. Oh wait, let's see actually. Oh no, yeah. You hear a wet thud onto the deck of the ship as a lizard folk with a morning star and spiked turtle shell shield launches itself up onto the deck and comes. Now, Paulie, you're in the hat, so I guess you're not. It's going to run and attack Car.
Word.
I'm gonna be like, I don't think they're friendly.
Well, why would you be when
I
your
didn't do anything.
apartment's just being put on fire?
I didn't do anything. Wasn't me.
It tries to
Right.
swing at you with big kind of morning star, but easily, Karu, you parry the attack, and then it tries to bite at you, but even then, not enough. Perhaps it's so shocked by it can still hear sizzling and popping and smell family burning that it is not, its head is not quite in the fight. Another one flops up on the deck, rushes
Flop.
Cillian.
Mm-hmm.
Goes in to fight you. 9,
Can I shield?
like 2.
Yep, I shield.
Did you guys see these rolls?
Not all of them. I saw
No,
the
they're all
bite.
private.
The rest is private.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mm.
I'm trying to make them. So you shield. What does that look like as you cast your?
I like to think like his teeth come in and like just pierce my coat, but then like one of his teeth cracks, and I'm
Yeah.
like, no, don't
Well-
like that. Go away.
In response to that, he's and try and hit you.
Yeah.
16, I think would normally hit, but with
With my shield, yeah.
up. So yeah, he starts battering on that shield, and you're able to kind of angle yourself in such a way that they become glancing blows, and there's that flash of light as Ace hits the head.
Hmm.
Yeah, I will go for the guy that's in kind of in front of the hat that Paulie's in. You know, so I will hopefully attack. Okay, nope, I rolled a nat 1, so I will try again with my second attack. 16.
16 just hits. Yep.
Cool. Whoa. Sorry, this looks weird. 11 slashing damage.
Yeah, so you're able to. I think you parried the first attack when he came at you, and strike him in.
Yeah. Can I pick up the hat that Paulie's in?
Sure.
I'm gonna pick up the hat that Paulie's in, and I'm gonna back away. I'm trying to untarget everything. Oh my god. Andrew doesn't like me in the move. But because I attacked this guy, regardless of hitting him, he can't do a attack of opportunity against me. And I'm just gonna head up here with Paulie, and put the hat behind Yama, and then I yell back to Killing, you know what? I think because you burned their raft down, you can fight them.
All right, I know what you're talking about.
This guy right here with this wizard, and like
That
Kara's
guy.
like, fire him to the two lizard folk.
Shit.
Now, Killian, you would, I think, understand. Whilst I don't think you understand, no dracon. They are definitely cussing you out in
Killian will cuss back in Infernal.
the parrot in a hat strikes back.
Perfect. Well, I mean, you know, someone picked up my hat, so they're getting stabbed. I'm going to stab through the hat into the hand of the person holding the said hat.
Damn it.
I'd say that's from stealth. So
Sweet.
Oh shit.
advantage on this.
Great.
Potentially a shitload of damage.
Yes, Katie.
24 to hit.
24 to hit. There's a 20, Katie.
What did I do?
You
Yes.
picked up my hat.
No, I'm asking Dan this question, not you.
I was told to stab. Okay? I was told to stab anyone who reaches into the hat.
I didn't reach
He
it. I
was.
just picked it up.
That is a good point. He was.
16 damage.
Yep.
Ow. Fucking hell.
He's being very obedient right now.
You just hear Paulie. What the fuck?
Throw the hat, throw the hat.
I'm just gonna go, ta-da!
Oh god. You
It's
see
like
like
a-
Kara's like bloody hand just like looking at you like
Like a Luffy out the barrel moment. Kind of.
Oh my god.
the one time you took an instruction well and you end up stabbing me.
I think it's because of that.
So what you're saying is I shouldn't listen to you guys.
No,
Okay, no worries, I'm gonna fly away.
That's not,
Okay.
that's not the lesson here.
Thank you. That's bad. Actually, oh, and then you know what? Bonus action, I'm gonna stealth.
Oh no.
Oh, fuck, we'll never find him again.
Yeah, we're out.
19 stealth.
Well, that is much higher than my passive perception, so I'm just going to continue down the steps here. What's going on? Go down the steps. Okay, got there. Swinging with my sword. Oh my god, now I'm going back up. I
Yeah,
don't know
sorry,
what's
it's
happening.
been a bit janky.
That is a dirty 20. Let me roll some damage. Oh, it's doing it. It's doing it. Ooh, that's pretty good. Oh my god. That is 17 damage. Please?
Yeah, so you
Very nice.
come in with your sword, reach that low level fine light that it has, slices,
Amazing.
and it lets out that kind of that velociraptor like.
Oh god, it's calling for its backup. The second one I think definitely doesn't hit. That's only an 11.
11 does not.
Yeah, cool. I will interpose myself between the wizard and the lizards. There. Done.
Poorly.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
15. Honestly, I would have even said to you, I wasn't going to be paying attention to anything but being sneaky right now, trying to get away from, the parents.
Car. You three dads.
No, I'm the Funkle.
That's true. Killian is definitely the Funkle.
That's so
Or
true.
the
You've taken
Drunkle,
him
whichever
drinking
one
already.
whichever you prefer.
Killian, 6 seconds after that pond is on fire, that smoke is starting to billow up. There's black and white smoke starting to rise up into the air. Lizard folk on the deck of his ship.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Cool. Well, there's one right up against me. So I'm
That's
just going
me.
to.
Don't hit me.
No, not you. The guy below you. Okay. I'm not poorly, right? God.
Okay, yeah, true.
Killian is going to. Do I have anything that's touch? Or should I use my sword? Ooh. No, I won't do that. That's a terrible idea. How do I not have a touch cantrip? Anyway, Killian's just going to swing his sword. So where is my sword? There it is. It's going to like grab the sword and just swing down with it. So I need to target that guy. Attack. Normal. Oh, that was almost. It's a 13 to hit.
13 does.
Oh. Killian's like, well.
It gets its spiked shield up and blocked.
Oh, yes, they have shields. I forgot about that. Well, that's cool. Do I have a bonus action? Ooh, I do. I'm going to Misty Step. Where is it?
Onto their burning raft.
30 feet. Killian is going to go. Just out of reach.
So you'll
Like over here.
attack of option.
Misty Step.
Oh, Misty Step. Sorry.
Yeah.
Cool.
And he's gonna yell, "Nerds!" in what he thinks is draconic.
Yeah.
He's heard enough draconic, so he's like, he thinks this is right, but it could mean anything else.
You
They
called
look at
me
It's like when you're
God by dragons. You were, weren't you? It's okay, Killian.
Actually,
They
wait,
look at each other confused.
I'm gonna roll for insight to see how close I get to the right word, because this is gonna be funny. What would I go for? Oh wait, no, performance, because it's performative.
Oh yeah.
I'll go for performance. That is an 11.
Yeah. You realize that maybe you just said the word for hard candy.
Nice. Nice.
They're like searching their pockets.
Killian's like giving him a thumbs up, big smile on his face. His thumb is still on fire.
Nailed it.
And he's like, ooh.
Yeah.
Hides that behind his bag. He's like, "Mm."
As you teleport to the front of the ship, a
Mm-hmm. Perceptione. That's a 6.
We're on a roll
I see
today,
nothing.
seriously.
Yeah. See nothing.
what is your passive perception?
I could
My
stab more
passive
people if you
perception
want.
is a 16. Damn. Passive investigation if I scan the room.
I'll allow. What's
24.
Ooh, okay.
Cool.
So I'll give you a little bit of something because it's close, right?
Okay.
And it's not quite exactly what I'm after, but it is close to that 20. You notice that there is another lizard waves. You can't block exactly where he is, but he doesn't making his way up the ship, making.
I relay that to Karu. I'm gonna say there's something over that way running away from us.
Yeah, he's
Could
going
be
home.
good, could be bad. Could be
Oh,
really
Going to
fucking
avoid
Could be
the
bad.
bad.
others.
Could be
Yeah,
bad.
Hobgoblins.
point.
Yeah. Because I've already moved 20 feet through my Misty Step, I'm gonna run to the edge of the boat and look over the edge and just like try to keep an eye on that guy.
Yeah, it's definitely like
Like,
in
looking
this area
for-
somewhere.
Yeah, like looking for the shadow and like I'll keep an eye on him. And actually, I'll go like all the way up to like the front of the ship. Yeah, and that's it.
Sweet. The guy you've been armor is very unimpressed. Well, he's actually very impressed, but he's very upset.
That's fair.
Yeah. And so he's gonna come in and try and hit you with a stick. 7. I hit.
Mm.
And then, he's also gonna try and take a bite out of you, closing in.
That's a hit. Got me, lizard man, with the mouth.
Normally be 3 damage just bite, but I believe that's 0 damage because of your armor.
Nice try.
He's just like a puppy gnawing on
Yeah.
a plated arm.
Yeah.
Just hear the really annoying scratching.
Oh.
But in general, guy though, this guy's gonna make it a big problem for you. Big heavy
Mhm.
club. Oh, an 8.
I believed you.
And a 9, also not gonna do it.
Amazing.
Yeah, they're kind of surrounding you, trying to bite into you, but it's like being swamped by kittens.
I was gonna say, it feels like a nice massage, maybe.
Yeah.
Karu's gonna run up to where? How can I?
You're in a ruling. I think you're in the
Yeah,
measuring.
I know, but you usually can like. Okay. I'm gonna run up to there and I'm gonna look at where Killian roughly said he saw that lizard folk, and I'm gonna dive into the water.
Yes.
So I move 20 feet and then what? Splash.
Splish,
Where is he?
splash, I'm taking a bath.
Did you land on him?
Hilariously, by taking a great guess, you jump in looking for this bloke, and you've been told, oh, he's heading north. You dive in looking north, and he bumps into you.
Sick.
Found him.
Amazing. That's awesome.
I do the no, and I am gonna stab at him with my sword.
Yeah, he's like just below the surface, and so obviously not a problem for you, of course. But yeah,
Why is it not rolling? I said roll. Oh god, okay. 1 sec. Sorry, my dice is not rolling at all. Not even in D&D Beyond. And it's because of Beyond 20. So I'm just trying to turn off. Also, Katsu is purring really loudly.
I'm hearing
and it's
it,
actually, it's really, it's cute, but it's really loud. Okay, I'm just gonna have to refresh. Apologies. Like, not even my D&D dice is rolling.
do you want me to roll? Roll.
Yeah, okay.
Which is it? The Ruin Blade?
The Ruin Blade, yeah.
Yeah. Excellent. Ability. 26 to hit.
Well, yeah, that'll hit.
9. So it's 13.
Mm-hmm.
That absolutely.
Alright, let me see if I can roll the second attack. Apologies, can you roll me another... Oh wait, hang on. Maybe I can do this.
Far or the short?
I'm gonna roll with the same thing. Like a... Or am I not allowed to do that?
Oh no, you can. Yeah, you have 2 attacks.
Well, I got a 17.
Yep,
To hit.
that hits.
Oh, sorry, I'm having to use math. This is really annoying.
Gross.
Ew, math.
That's not what D&D is about.
It's a 13 damage.
How do you want to do?
Yeah, I think Kara is just like and then it's just like cut one way and then turn the blade and cut the other way, and it's like one cut got him halfway and then the other cut just meets it in the middle, and you just see the torso just like and the legs just like float away from each other.
Awesome.
And I pop my head back up the water and I yell up to Killing. It's all good. He ain't going anywhere.
Go. Good looking out.
And I will use the rest of my movement to basically come back to the ship. I've got another 25 movement.
Cool. Yeah, you can kind of
Just gonna,
porpoise back up.
yeah,
Pretty.
I'll give myself like 10 feet to climb up. But that's me done. I'm gonna work out why my dice aren't working.
Fully.
All right. Well, Paulie, being a little sneaky boy, he's going to fly 100 feet this way. I'm going to slowly start making my way to this ship here.
And you're still moving stealthily?
Yes.
Alright. They
Damn,
do
that's
to
a
be
point.
on the lookout. Was a fireball and a huge cloud, and also, a vessel. The distances here are probably a little bit greater, but, I believe we can still made it that distance.
Yep.
Assume in our mind's eye that this is a big open. What was your stealth check?
19.
They don't seem to spot you, maybe because you're a bit higher up, and they're looking at water level.
Hell
Looking
yeah.
at what's
And he's small like a pigeon.
small.
Tiny.
Alrighty. I am wishing that I took a feat like cleave or something. That would be really cool. Instead, I'm gonna go for the dude to my west. That is a natural 19. I'm rolling damages. Here they come. Oh yeah. Oh, it was gonna be about max. That is 10. Wait, why is the one-handed damage? Whatever. It's 9 damage, two-handed. Oh, he was looking pretty pour off.
How do you want to do it?
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah. As I think because he's the one who was gnawing on Yama's shoulder, so I think he actually like takes the blade to him and just kind of like cuts down on his neck, and then just turns to the other guy, and then rolls a 25 to hit the dude to the south.
Yeah.
Hills, yeah. And that is 17 damage on the second hit. Nice.
Not love that. That definitely bloodies him.
Cool, and I'm just gonna brace there and wait for more massages on his arms.
Brilliant.
What can I do that doesn't kill Yama?
There's only one dude and he's bloodied.
Alrighty, I won't do anything.
Go get Polly.
I don't know where Polly is. He's invisible. Not invisible, but might as well.
Oh right,
I
stealthy.
am
Yeah.
very sneaky.
But what I am going to
Sneaky
do,
little
I'm going to
boy.
like look around, and it's fair to assume that I could see this flotilla
Oh,
that
yeah,
is the
yeah.
nearest.
Yeah.
Cool. Killian is going to fly. Where is it? 30 feet out over the water. What does that get me? Does that get me enough? I can get 150 feet of reach. Fireball.
Alright.
So that was like there, I think. So DC 19 for these four, the four grouped in the middle.
I... One succeeded, but three.
All right, well. 26 fire damage. So I think one takes 13.
Fixed. Absolutely. And the other three. Oh, no, wait, no. Yeah, so you obliterate three of them. One of them takes. They're not looking great, and there's fire.
Yeah, they're on fire. They were looking for the fire. The fire found them. And I could get more I'll just keep just flap my wings. Could I argue to passively scan the area to see if I can see any little pigeons running away from us?
What was your stealth check?
19.
I think with you notice that he's definitely in the air. I think you find it maybe hard to you can see that there's maybe a shadow in the air. I think from an investigation point, spot that he's up there, but I don't think you pinpoint back location.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
You know the direction he's
yeah, I can yell back to the ship. He's going that way.
Well, if those guys weren't in the fight, then
they were looking for the fire apparently. So, but yeah, I'll point towards that ship that is now on fire, and be like, Paulie's heading that way, and I just pissed them all off. Killian's just bobbing up and down in the air.
Well,
there's folk on the ship too. Still got a bone armor.
Mm-hmm.
Old club attack. Fights. Not gonna love that. And realizing that maybe bit off more than quite literally going to and water, you'll get a chance for an
Here it comes. Oh, natural 16. Let me roll some damage. Pew pew. Oh, yeah. That is 12 damage. It's sort of
You-
weird.
Get a slice through him as he jumps off the ship itself, and you can see belly flops into the water and then floats belly up.
Lucky.
Those folk who have the one that survived the fireball runs around on fire, hot moment, and then attempts to probably actually drop into the pitch. Dead.
DND dead.
Haru.
Cool. I'm gonna see if I know where Paulie is, which is not gonna go well.
Good luck trying to catch me.
Hey, I got a 20 perception.
Yeah, you spot a poorly shaped. You spot friend shaped in the sky flying at a pace.
Not gonna catch you, eh?
Yeah, good luck.
Do a check. What's my? Let me. Oh yeah. Oh, it's so good. I can get right there.
I can fly 150 feet a turn if I want to.
Well, just you hang on a sec. Hang on. Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute.
I can catch him.
Do I really want to waste that? Maybe. I do think regardless, like when Karu spots him, you just hear, Polly, get back here this instant! You're in big trouble, young man. And then when you just keep flying, Karu's going to launch himself into the water. Oops, and move. He's going to dash for his action because it gets him right up to you. So like,
Killian will turn back. I don't think you can. And then Karu just like zips by. It's like, never mind.
Yeah, and Karu like pops up right below you, Paulie. Like, I would love to try and grab you, but I would feel like that would require an action. So I'm just like, I pop up right next to you, and I'm like, there's nothing left on that. Killian killed them all. Turn around.
Must be another ship somewhere. Oh yeah, I can get the other ship down there. Cool, no worries.
There will be another ship. You will get your murder, but don't waste it on lizard folk.
Okay, fine.
This is fodder. This isn't worth your time. Come on, back to the ship.
Fine.
You can ride me like a dolphin if you think that'll be fun.
Immediately hopping on the back.
Yeah. I'm not going to do it over the microphone, but Karu does a dolphin noise and then just does a like.
Yeah. As you say, there's nothing left on that ship. You feel a javelin, Karu. Um, 18 to hit.
Damn it. Yes.
As you say to Paulie, there's no one there anymore. Don't even worry about it. A javelin hits you for 8 damage.
It's flesh wound.
Just as you begin to turn around. So, Paulie, you've landed on Karu, and then just like a javelin kind of nicks the side of him and
Oh, no, that was always there, Paulie. Pay no attention to that. That's my favorite javelin.
Paulie, it's your turn.
My turn is going to be very important. I'm going to kick my heels into Dolphin Karu and go, yeah, yeah! And then have my hat, like, swing my hat around in the air like I'm a cowboy.
You've got the two tentacles are like your reins. So
Yep.
Yeah, perfect.
That is my turn.
I love that.
Jesus Christ.
Dead. And
Yama cannot swim like a dolphin. He's going to go back to the wheel of the ship. And he is keeping an eye on the skies for a dragon and possibly setting a heading for the bell tower.
excellent. Love that. At that moment, that you... actually give me a...
Perception. Where is it? There it is. Come on. That's a 15.
Yeah, you spot off in the distance the bell tower itself. What appears to be sort of the silhouette of a figure, like looking out at the bell tower.
At all the
Clearly
fireballs.
looking at all the smoke billowing, and you start to hear a bell ring out.
Yeah, great.
It's fine.
Yeah, I think there's no hiding the ship now, so Yama will just set the course for towards the bell tower, the hobgoblins. I think what he's doing, if it's possible, is I kind of want to like go through the lizards to create chaos. But if there's anything that looks like it's gonna like damage the ship, he will like steer around it. But it feels like we're quite large compared to these kind of like rickety
Yes.
kind of things.
Yeah, and they're low to the
Origin
water.
in charge.
Your keel will just slice through them.
Sweet. Yeah.
So if you, I think no check required. I think you kind of get the ship on course, and in it moving. Probably a bit slow going because you guys come, but get the ship moving in the direction of the.
Nice. Done.
Cool.
This map is huge. Sorry.
Yeah.
All being rung. I have to do.
Oh god.
Kill all our characters? Yes, I agree.
Have you seen all the friggin' initiative?
Everybody he's adding?
Yeah. Just filling out there.
It's just going up and up. The little icons are getting smaller and smaller.
I'll start preparing a new character.
Oh my god. I can't even zoom out enough to look at the whole map.
That's what I was just having. That's what I was saying before. I was like, oh wow, shit. I can't like. Oh wait, I'm gonna make my browser smaller and then I can. Yeah. There we go.
Is that how that works? Oh
yeah, it actually did work.
You're right. Just zoom out.
I've zoomed out to.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Okay, if you zoom out to 33%, you can see everything. No, you can't.
I'm at 25%, and I still can't see everything.
Yeah,
oh
no,
God.
I lied.
I don't know. Whatever percent I'm at now is good. My whole computer's crashing now though because I can see everything. I'm at,
I just rolled initiative for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to zoom out to like 15%, and now I can see everything. But also, my computer is freaking out, so I'm going to take it back so that it calms the fuck down. Oh god. Oh god, there's so many people before me. No. I don't even know where I am.
No is right.
Yeah.
We're fucked.
Fucked.
Look at all the little dudes everywhere. There's little tokens like hidden amongst everything.
What are you talking to? I can't find anything. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well. Oh, the ship turned. Cool. Killian's gonna like just pop back over to the ship. Just fly the 30 feet to the front of the ship, and like I'll land right on the front. And well, this that guy, you know, he threw a thing at Karu, so I'm gonna throw a thing back, but I'm not gonna throw a fireball. So that is a 17 to hit.
Yep. Do you have 150?
120 feet,
Nice.
and that is
17.
Yeah, that is 14 fire damage. Firebolt.
Bolt of flame lashes out over the water, past you. Arrow and Paul. Backs in. Folk that throw javelin at you.
And I point at him and say, "Don't throw shit at my friend." And he can't hear me. That's it.
See movement up in the bell tower. And I say up, the bell tower is probably not actually that tall because it's rising out of the water somewhat, right? Like it's very tall once upon a time. It's like just the top of it is poking out the top. It's probably about as tall as your ship. And you see what appear to be lizard folk diving into the water off of pontoon, bonding.
Because we're chaotic beasts and you love us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aru.
Okay, Karu with Paulie on the back is gonna get us back on the ship. And then turn around and like, can I see any of this stuff that's going on?
Yeah, I mean it's a little bit foggy, so it's kind of difficult, but you can definitely see. I mean, you can see to the horizon, really, right? Like, probably just quite small, but some of these things. They're like 100 feet away from you. Go to the north. Course that Yama is setting. A ramming course on the bell tower itself. Bell tower is maybe like 3 away.
Okay.
I assume you guys can see the whole map, like it's
it's so big that like
that the tokens
it's
are
hard
very
to
small.
like. It's hard. It's well, actually, like I can't like see the whole map in one go without zooming my browser out really far. Yeah. Okay. Well, so we're heading towards the north. That's okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I think I turn to Killian and I go, "Is this how you expected it to all go when you set that first pontoon on fire?"
Pretty much.
Do you stand by your decision?
Absolutely.
Hmm.
You should know by now, Kara. This is the way things go, you know? Like, I didn't do anything on purpose. It was just they looked at us funny, or they didn't look at us funny. I can't remember. And then I threw a fireball.
They existed, and
exactly.
then they didn't.
Wrong place, wrong time for them.
Starting to think it's going to very quickly become wrong place, wrong time for us too.
Nah, we'll be fine.
Okay. And I think there's not really anything for me to do at the moment, so I just kind of like turn to Paulie and I'm like, okay, so Paulie, don't waste your murderous intent on just any of these, all right? I want you to pick. You know what makes a good predator? Going after the weakest one. So you watch out for the one that looks a little sickly.
When do I stab Killian?
You can stab Killian whenever you want.
It's the most sickly one.
That is always on the table. You don't have to
Standing
ask permission.
right here.
You
No
don't
more
have to
hues
ask
for you.
Shush. Whenever you want, baby, you just stab him. Go after him first, actually. Let's focus on him. And I guess I'm
Killian's
just
thinking to himself, I should probably try and learn Hellish Rebuke at some point. That's probably a good idea.
And Akaru is gonna, I think, bonus action, go big and scary, and then maybe just chill at the front of the ship, just watching all the lizard folk coming towards us.
Yep.
That seems like a good use of turn.
As soon as you turned around and ran away, that Goku threw javelin at you and chase after you. You activated his predator instinct, chase instinct. Fully.
All right. Well, I think Paulie. I'm gonna try and shoot that lizard man that's in the water just there.
Sure.
With Shrimpy. 15 to hit.
15 does not hit, I'm afraid.
Damn it.
Swims and dodges out of the
That's okay.
habitation pallet.
That's okay. Paulie is going to just fly up to one of the versatile crow's nest there and just hang out up there.
Yama's turn.
So Yama is staying the course and moving the ship. I really think he's just like perceiving and pointing out threats, but he's just like full steam ahead with the ship.
Yep.
Cool.
Cool. Full steam ahead. There's a number of lizard folk kind of off the forward bow, and bell ringing. Bell tower itself, a lot of movement at bell tower.
Can we get those guys with the cannons? There's a boat off to the left. Can we get them with the cannons?
This boat's already like flown to.
Oh, even further to the left.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll say like because your crew is with you, right?
Yeah.
I'll say that what they're doing at the moment is maybe they're firing their arms, no more stealth, no diplomacy, and they're firing and I actually hadn't even added those.
Oh, okay, cool. All right.
But no, I think that's a good use of them. Like they're kind of firing at them.
Yeah, as long as we can like take out some of the dudes so they don't all like come in from behind us, I guess was my thinking. But cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Sounds good.
Love that.
Like it.
Killian is. Going to. What have I got that works in the water?
Haru?
Yep.
That's not gonna work. This one maybe? No.
It's a bit of a weird situation, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I could just jump in the water. I have aquatic form, but I'd rather do something that's funnier. Killian's gonna jump off the ship. And as he's jumping off the ship, you see a shark's tail go over the edge.
Nice.
Very
He's
good.
turning into a giant shark. Oh. Actually, no, he's turning into a huge giant crab.
Oh,
Yeah. Big ass crab.
Killian. Crab.
Yes.
Killian.
It's Mr. Krabs. You just hear money, money, money as he flies off the ship.
So giant crab was.
Yep, it's huge giant crab is what it's
Okay.
called.
Oh yeah, CR8. Yep, seen.
So that's cool. And I moved what? 10 feet. So I have another 20 feet of movement. I moved 20 feet, so I have 10 feet of movement. And now there's just a huge ass crab just hanging out out over the front of the ship. Like his little legs are just going as hard as he can to try and tread water. Although, how big is he?
I'd say huge.
So, how deep's the water here? Could he just like sink?
Can just sink. I'd also like allow you to almost like cling the front of the ship, like crab legs, and so you're like a ramrod on the front of the ship.
Well, that's a good idea.
I don't know what your speed and all that kind of stuff becomes, like swimming, and might not be very high, even though you are large.
No, he's amphibious.
Okay, yeah, you got to swim 30.
Yeah,
yeah.
I've got to swim 30, regular 30 speed as well. Like,
So
he's no
the water
worse than
here is
Killian.
pretty deep. Like the water's probably like 40, 50 feet. Bell tower is obviously quite large. This town hall is quite large as well. And as you're under there, as Karu, you probably this is probably a lot harder in water, darkness of water. You can make out at least shapes, low kind of blurry shapes of what was now rest. But yeah, you
I'm hanging on with some of my little legs, and the other little legs are treading water.
Yep.
So, like, there's a giant
With
claw
enough
hanging
ale,
out,
maybe they can be inured
15
against
feet
the
in front of the
horrors
ship.
below.
just ready to bonk anything that comes near. And yeah, that's it.
that says at Paulie this job for stunt.
We support Stunt.
Yeah, who's Stoned? Paulie, you've got a friend that we don't know about. You hear in Crab?
No, but I can do stunt.
Okay.
Goblin. They are making. Lizard folk are gonna swim up to Crabman, but I think they have to. So. Does.
Oh, baby Sloane's alive. She has arisen.
I don't. Yeah, I haven't put.
Oh, okay. That's all right. That's okay. That's okay. Just more for you guys anyway.
I like that cute little mushroom there too.
Same.
Yeah, it's a toy box.
That's awesome.
Aw.
I want one.
It's all.
Bento.
Bento toy box.
Bento toy box.
Oh. She's looking at all of you.
Yeah, she's like, what the hell?
They're probably colorful and weird.
She's like, I know that weird looking guy. I stared at him.
Karu, the ship, one of the lizard folk has come up and landed in front of you. Lets out
I say exactly the same thing back to him. And I stab him. Hopefully.
Yeet.
Oh, my dice are coming through. 21. That'll
absolutely.
get him. That'll freaking get him. Roll damages. 15 damage. Oh wait, no, 14 damage. I haven't got my Crimson Rite active.
That certainly bloodies the lizard. Just jumped up to say hello, and it's
I stab him again. Oh yeah, that 24 to hit. That freaking
oh yeah.
gets him. It'd be really
This
sad if
seems-
he was just saying hi.
Yeah, this is one huge case of mistaken identity. We're just murdering a town of lizard folk.
Oh god, don't say that.
15 damage.
Killian's okay with it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, so this lizard folk, like greased up, oiled up, Navy SEAL, slipping onto the boat to Earth, and as soon as he's like on board, hisses at you, and you just cut him down.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I don't know. I just hiss in victory. My bonus action, I will activate my Crimson Rite, and I will make it fire damage. Let me just see how much necrotic damage I take for doing that. 7. That stinks. I don't want that.
Still 1 extra damage. It's worth it.
Well, no, but I just took 7 damage doing that.
Yeah, but you dealt 8.
Well, no, because I hadn't activated yet. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah, you did 8 basic damage. Beforehand, you did 8 damage. It's a game of chance. It's how it works. Like, these things happen.
It's fine. I'm here for it. It's fine.
Crab
they're very-
Killian's like, go for it. Like, thumbs up,
Yeah.
but it's just a claw.
and it's just in crab, and
Yeah.
Kara's like, yeah, I get you. I know crab. It's not on my character sheet, but I know all languages of fishies and crustaceans.
Exactly.
Random question, Dan, because I just remembered I have this. So I branded
Oh my god, yes.
the guy. What's your evil brother's name?
Fuck if I know.
Okay, great.
Some brother you are, damn.
Dude, I know that much.
Oh, it's was it? It's not kale. It's kale. It's kale.
It's Kale.
He's named after a lettuce.
That's right. So I branded
That's how you
Kale.
know. That's how you know he's evil.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
he's named-
exactly. That he's
Um,
bitter as fuck.
Nice. I branded him ages ago, and the brand doesn't go away unless I brand another creature or like remove it. So just like sniffing the air. Where is Kale right now?
Nowhere near here. So,
That's nice. That's comforting.
far to the west, in fact, would posit that he has maybe like headed back to where the goblins first getting like a far distance journey.
Yeah, Karu is just like on the wind. He's like, doesn't taste like bitter lettuce. We're good. And that's my turn. I don't. I maybe I make a point of like being at the front of the ship mostly, but that's about it. Enter. Here we go.
Sorry, I'm being distracting now, but it's just fun holding
She's just like, "Ooh."
poor girl's starting to look like me.
I wasn't very nice to yourself.
It's, I mean, I wanted it a little like Lana.
That's fair. I wake up every day wishing I looked like.
That's fair.
Being swarmed, crab man, but they all had to dash to get there.
That's okay. They're about to be terrified when I cut one of their friends in half.
One of the lizard folk jump up onto the ship near you, Paulie, where you're. That one. But absolutely missed.
Apologies, anyway. I didn't realize I was muted. But yeah, I'm in the crow's nest, so I'd be partially covered though. Anyway, right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Actually, that makes it. Yeah. So you see him land on the ship. It kind of looks up. You can see you like poking your little head out. When brandishing your shrimp, a javelin flies past you. Duck down.
We clicked.
Way faked.
In fact, it's your turn, Paulie.
Well, I'm just gonna shoot him, aren't I? That's absolutely what I'm doing. While I balance a baby. There we go. Ooh, 19 to hit.
19 will definitely.
Yes. Damn, actually. Oh no, where is it? The damage has gone away. I don't know how to get it up on buddy.
I saw 8 and 1. I don't
There
know
we
if
go.
that-
9 damage.
Hells yeah. That bloodies the. It throws a javelin up at you and gets shot in return. The bullet kind of cracks through its shield, and it takes out a small chunk of.
Perfect.
Anything else?
No, that'll be it.
Duck back down.
Yeah, actually, maybe I'll go stealth. I'll go bonus action stealth.
Okay.
1 second. Just gotta balance a baby again.
Yama.
Oh, hell yeah, 25. Good luck finding me now, Karu.
I love that that's who you're hiding from, like not the bad guys at all.
Yeah.
But Yama is doing the same thing. He is aiming to run everybody over except for Crab Killian. But yeah, he's driving the ship onwards.
Yeah. Well, Crab Killian's like attached to the ship,
Oh, okay,
a
cool.
figurehead under the water. So
I love it.
Yeah, we're good.
So you start plowing, crashing the hull of some guys. Everyone.
So I am
Everyone say goodbye to
hoping.
Sloane. She's gone for a bath.
Bye, Sloane. Dirty girl. No, that's weird. I take it back. I think my eventual goal, Dan, is to weigh the anchor on the left side and do like a Fast and the Furious skid and then fire all the cannons on the right side, but that's future.
Yep. I love that. Killian, because of the movement, you kind of a bunch of them swim past you. I'll let you take an opportunity attack here at one of them.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna get a snip as
That's a nat 1 for a 10.
you perhaps were not ready for Yama kicking it into
Yeah.
shifting down a gear in boat Fast and Furious terms. And accelerating, hitting the NOS, and you're jolted. You're still connected to the ship, but
I think this is also the first time that Killian's turned into a huge giant crab, so he's like still a little bit.
It's so many legs.
Yeah, there's a lot to think about. He's kicked with a tiny leg.
Oh, goodbye, boat.
That's the wrong one. Oh.
I love that image.
Tiny little. Oh.
Yeah, you splinter apart the raft. Just flying debris goes everywhere.
Nice.
Hobgoblins kind of in the bell tower. They're kind of looking out the porthole and yep. They start trying to pepper you with javelin. I'm going to say you have a +2 because you're under the water slightly, so you're like partial cover. And it is outside range, so it's going to be a disadvantage here. And a 9 is not going to cover.
I saw the little arrow come across.
Oh, the little javelin? Yeah.
Yeah, it was so cute.
One of folk is going to be able to swim and fight on. But again, I believe not. Yes, your Titanus arm.
Carapace.
Carapace.
I do have a carapace.
That's what we need, is a big lemon.
The round. Crab Killian.
Do I have reach on one? He's like, I'm gonna try that again.
I'd say you can easily scuttle around the ship. I mean, you have swim anyway, but like you could stay stuck to the ship, scuttle around it.
How far do I have to go? Ooh. Could I move and stay within range of him? No. Yeah, I'll scuttle around. I'll skirt around him, but I'm still going for him. I'm like locked in on the guys behind him, but I'm like, I'm gonna run past this guy. Yeah. That's an 18 to hit. It's a hell of a lot better.
Yeah, that'll definitely hit.
And for damage. Oh, that could have been better. 14 damage.
That bloodies him though.
Nice. I cut his leg off.
Do you get multi-attack in this form, or is it just...
No. Huge giant crab. No multi-attack.
Oh, you just do a lot of damage, and the target is grappled. So you're bringing him with you.
Even better. Even better. And that is it.
I mean, if you have more movement, you can move and drag him with you.
Oh, true. I can. I can move to here. Bring him with me.
Scott.
And I'm just sitting there like, just making weird noises.
Barely heard my...
She's back.
Back to sleep.
On the deck of the ship. Haru, you're... Yep.
Mhm.
One of the hobgoblins up in Bell Tower, level a... Just outside that. 9 is not...
Nope. Sad for you.
Sad for me. Well,
It's so sad for him. He's just gonna add like 3 dragons in now because of it. He's like,
Yeah, I know. Why
This
did I do
isn't
that?
sad for me.
Fuck.
I wonder who they're calling.
Not a dragon. Definitely not.
Nah.
No.
That would be silly.
Lizard folk.
Shit, Bailey, help us.
She's
Lizard
turned
folk-
her back to us and everything.
she's like, oh, you're gonna make fun of my dad? That's
Oh.
Oh no!
He feeds me.
Remember how I said you were really handsome to the archival video before?
Yeah, that's actually on record.
Kara, another lizard folk, jumps up on You'll bite.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Is it non-magical damage, though?
It is non-magical. Regular bite.
Lovely. I take half.
Would have been 5. You and your Monstroso.
Yeah, I did that last turn.
And then heavy club as 30-20.
Yeah. Is it non-magical, though?
It is a non-magical club. It looks like it's actually just a bit of driftwood that he up, and he's just trying to beat you to death with it. Only 3 damage.
Normally 3.
Goblin. Line here. Haru.
Let me just... Nope, too far. Okay.
Can you sword in this form?
What do you mean? Can I sword in this form?
Can you get it with the sword? The whole watchtower?
You mean with my disintegrate thing?
Yeah.
What do you think I'm measuring, baby?
Fuck yes! I'm so excited.
I'm trying to work out where I can go. So I'm going to... because I can do 2 attacks, does that mean that I can do, like, 1 stab and then do the spell with the sword?
No, the spell I think is still an action.
That is fine. I will risk an attack of opportunity. And I'm going to fucking click the right thing. Okay. I'm going to get as close as possible. I'm going to dive off the ship into the water.
22 out.
Uh-huh.
For 5 piercing damage.
That's fine. And yeah, I dive off the ship and I swim furiously as far as I can get for my action, and then, for my movement, and then for my action, yes, I would like to level the Ruin Blade at the bell tower and cast Disintegrate.
What do you tell the blade to convince it? Not that it needs a lot of convincing. I mean, it's going like, we had, big procession. Everyone had a lot of fun last night. Everyone was doing a lot of dancing, but tell my boy Karu I didn't get to have a lot of fun.
That's because all the fun is for you today. See that delicious-looking tower ahead of us. See how it's
quite ruined and covered in coral and hay.
That's like seasoning. That's like paprika and salt and pepper on its delicious
It must
ruins.
Be. Are we going to knock it down to rebuild a new one? Destroy the old world to remake it new and fresh.
Yes, exactly. And you are going to destroy it. You are going to have a delicious treat. This is your moment right now. And destroy it.
Yes. Gonna roll
Sick.
disintegrate damage.
Yes, I will. Hopefully it comes through. Oh, okay. That's at least rolled in D20 in D&D Beyond. 73.
Okay. Yeah, you blow a chunk out of this building, and bits of it start, like bits of the roof. You hear the bell fall and clang, and hear what must sound like a bell falling many stories of a bell tower, and you in the water, like you can hear the boom. The vibration of the sound of destruction, the water underneath, and you can even see bits of that tower itself, shake. You can and you like little pools of fish like swimming away from it, as like the sound of this bell goes down many stories, and then finally lands with a loud clap below. I'm gonna say as well, a lot of these guys take a bunch of damage. Up the damage among them in one guy is just obliterated. There's a Wilhelm scream as one hobgoblin is launched out of the hobgoblin that was like pulling the bell rope, like out of the tower itself.
Hell yeah. Good job, Sorty.
The job's not done. The job's not done yet. We must destroy more.
Agreed. Agreed. We will. Good job. That's my turn.
Awesome.
Kara, you're in the water. You're in the water.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like where this is going.
You should have just said no.
Large, darkening circle beneath as something starts swimming up. Has been swimming out of the water. Not directly under you guys, which is probably for the best.
But maybe a quick death is a good death.
Yeah. Was it this group where we were saying that my character wasn't into vor? Maybe.
No, I think
maybe...
this character is specifically into vor.
Yes, yeah, maybe even
Yeah.
pioneered it.
Yeah.
Okay, that was funnily enough, that was a different game group.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I know which game group it was. Okay, sorry.
So bursting out of the water and sky is a large black
Whale.
dragon.
Oh.
Ooh.
And
doesn't
riding on
look
its
that big.
back, like
Oh, I'm super zoomed out.
like Atreides himself from Fremen,
Oh, cool.
is a goblin with a bow and like spear on his shoulder, and they burst out of the water and rise up, and
Retro. I like to think that because of the orientation of the icon, when it burst up, it was facing the wrong way, and it was all
He's like,
glorious,
"Fuck."
and then it was like, what? And had to turn around.
exactly.
Killian in crab form says, "Son Al Gaib."
Well, in fact, you say that, you notice all the folk stop like attacking you thoroughly, and they all start making like signs, like religious signs and like worship as the dragon emerges.
Yeah, I thought they were just gonna start filming the movie Signs. Great movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see who. A lot of trouble. Yeah.
Not
I
me.
would like to say I am the biggest target.
You
Yeah.
are the biggest target. You are absolutely right, Killian. So I think as the dragon emerges, it tries to rend you, as it. It'll be a 17.
Giant crab. Yeah, that hits.
You're going to take 12 damage, one of which is acid.
Okay, that is cool. I need to make a con save. So 12 damage. Could I argue an attack of opportunity as he
absolutely.
went past me? Hell yeah. So let me make my con save. That is a 14.
And it's not going to hit, I'm afraid.
No, that was my con save.
Oh, right, sorry. Yeah.
Yes. And then my attack. That is a 22 to hit.
22 will hit.
That is 35 damage.
Woo.
And I grapple him, so I go with him.
Yeah. Love that.
Nice.
For both of you.
I'm just hanging onto his tail. Is
Oh
my
my
other
God.
claw holding the other guy?
Yeah. I'd say you bring him up with you.
Cool.
Uh,
Good to know.
Well, that changes the dragon's plans. instead of attacking the ship, I think he's like clawed at you, and then looked like he was about to kind of claw at the ship on the way past too. But it's like, oh, I've got something attached to my leg.
He's like, oh shit.
And so he starts
Best
flying to gain height, and going to try and slash into again.
Yep, all good. The funniest thing is I'm about the same size as him, but I'm a giant crab.
Yeah. 28 to hit on that one.
Yep, that hits.
This is so fun.
It's 21 damage.
Yeah, all good. Alright, con save. 22.
Kaiju battle.
Yeah, I'll say because you guys are the same size, instead of being 80 feet in the air, it's going to be like 40 feet in the air. He hasn't been able to get that kind of height that are so big. And then third attack.
Oh, 3. Okay, cool. Good to know.
Oh wait, he can. Okay. He will, as he's like clawing at you and like lifting iron, gaining down, and bits acid on the deck. Game terms, it's Elf's acid arrow, but it's.
I've already used a reaction. I was going to say, could I argue to try and move the little guy in front of the acid? Catch a stray.
Yeah, I think I love that idea, but I think with the reaction you already took.
Yeah.
The ship itself, so La Floridita, is going to take some acid damage as starts eating away at the ship.
Son of a bitch. We need to shoot the cannons at it.
Yes, shoot the can. Like you just hear as I get pulled from the side of the ship by this dragon. Money. It's quieter as I'm flying. Because that's all this crab can say is money.
Mr. Krabs.
That's what he is. He's Mr. Krabs. Which works out really well for this crew because he loves money. He's just here for treasure. And killing dragons, apparently. I like to think that, like, Killian Brain, that is still somewhere inside this crab, knows what a dragon is, but the crab has no idea. So, like, Crab Killian is really confused at why he is now in the air. He's, like, doesn't know what a flying creature is. So he's just, like, waving this little guy around in the air while holding onto the dragon's tail, just, like, confused as shit.
The little goblin on the back of the dragon sees you at the helm, Yama, recognizes you, and is back of the dragon.
Bring it up.
First attack, 23 to hit.
I will buff my AC as a reaction. That only works for that one though.
Okay. Attack, 18 to third attack, 30, 20.
The dirty 20 misses.
Okay.
Because it's a hobgoblin, right?
Yeah, well, he's a goblin.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, is that because of your special mirror? You've fought goblins before. Yes,
Exactly, my special armor.
Very cool. All the lizard folk who are in the water have no target anymore because their target is in the air. One of them on the deck of the ship, seeing as it couldn't hit poorly with its javelin, is going to run to the helm, start threatening Yama, but get over there. So, and the swimmers who were trying to go for giant crab are going to start, and one of them starts climbing up to where you are, Paulie. How high is the crow's nest? Like 30 feet?
Yeah, around that.
So he's going to spend his turn climbing up to get you. He probably gets up onto the crow's nest, But that's his turn to dash up there. It's your turn.
Beautiful. All right. Well, I am going to disengage and then head down to one of the cannons down here.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna fucking fire at this dragon.
Don't roll it out one.
Now I don't. Where would the cannons be?
Well, or a DT.
Ah, sweet. Thank you. Oh fuck! It was almost a natural 20. 17 though.
So you get down to one of the sort of like the ballistae or the cannons that you have set up on the side of the ship, and
Yep.
I mean probably because you're a little small to really like load the cannon, do all that kind of stuff yourself. There are obviously like crew right, that are running around. The ship is full. I'm just not.
I just want to light. I just want to light the fuse. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So you jump onto the back of the cannon. You're telling them where to aim and all this kind of stuff.
Yep.
And you put Crimpy on an angle on the fuse, and then tell him to go. And his like little cavitation heat lights the fuse.
Boom. Yep.
But a 17 unfortunately is not enough. As dragon banks out of the way.
Do we have any like roll thingies?
Well, old Paulie was quite skilled with ships and would have a ship dice to aid in this. I believe young Paulie not have that kind of training.
Right.
I would.
No, he only knows drinking.
Yeah, no one's been teaching a lot of.
That's fair. You know, I mean, do we have any like advantage rolls?
I think
Oh.
we have inspirations.
Inspiration, that's what I meant. I don't know about you guys, but I think hitting it.
Inspiration point.
Can I use one? You guys cool with that?
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Fucking no.
Damn it.
Bum, bum.
All right, I tried.
Yeah, it was a good effort.
Oh, one left. End of your turn, Paulie.
Mm-hmm.
To descend. Yama.
Okay, Yama ignoring this dude to his side who's, probably drawing his weapon on him. He's going to execute this hectic maneuver. He's going to slam his left hand down on the wheel and spin the boat so it goes this way. And at the same time, he's going to order his crew to release the left side anchor. And I want the boat to kind of like that shipping container that like blocked that like ship passage. But yeah, exactly there. I want to block that whole thing. And then hopefully we can fire on the tower.
Suez Canal.
Yes, thank you. And that is my turn.
Roll for me a D10.
Uh-huh.
I think like as you flip a bunch of the folk who were fighting in next to the hull of the ship and just slammed them with the side of the ship.
Amazing. Awesome. It is rolling and not stopping yet. Oh, it's a 2. It was going to be an 8.
Yeah, so they kind of duck underwater in time. All your practice of hitting Karu, of trying to hit Karu with the ship does not pay off.
That was actually Timmy back then when Timmy was captain, so
Yeah.
Yama was only a bystander for that.
That doesn't sound like me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Sorry to throw you under the bus there.
I would never do that.
I believe it, honestly. That was somebody else entirely.
Karu, one of the hobgoblins, badly beaten and bloodied, it's like crawling out of the partial wreckage of this bell tower, and is going to try and a javelin out of range. Manage.
Hey Dan, I've got to hop off as well. It's 9 o'clock.
Yeah. We're end of the round there. So we'll. If you want to jump off now, that's fine.
All right, no worries, guys. Love you all.
Bye.
Karu, a 18. I'll let you have a little bit of partial cover as you're like half submerged. I don't know if you're talking.
No, I was muted. 18 hits.
Even with a +2 to your armor class?
No, actually, the +2 it doesn't hit.
Yeah, I'll say because you're like half submerged, throwing. Got a smaller target to hit. With that, we're pretty much at the end of that round. What I'll do, and it is 9 o'clock, so we end there. Ship pulled up, broadsides ready. Of the bell tower. Part of it collapsed. Bell itself. A bunch of hobgoblins, damaged hobgoblins, all their way and climb out of this wreckage. Others kind of approaching onto. I know they're islands here, but they're probably, crashed. That got a dragon in the sky being held onto crab, small goblin riding. Dragon, you implies that this Oktar the Reaver, I think
Yes.
one of the other castles, and this dragon aid. Got Paulie on one of the Haru in the water, Crab Boy up in the sky.
Waving a goblin at people. No, he's not a goblin. He's a lizard
man.
folk.
Yeah, waving a lizard man. Like, look what I got.
A toy.
I'm vibing.
And I think that's not a bad start to the game. I hope you all
Nice.
had fun.
Hectic.
My lizard folk puzzle.
That was wild.
We treated it less like a puzzle and more like we just tried to smash all the puzzle pieces into the wrong spot.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you for letting me drift the boat.
Thank you for drifting the boat.
I'm
Absolutely.
just glad
Love a
Paulie
good-
didn't hit me with a cannon.
Yes. Yeah. I know he was actually trying to. He was trying to get to it too.
He was.
I bet.
Yeah, look. 2 birds, 1 stone. I get it. Fair enough.
That was a private message to Dan. Like, hey, if I miss, just get the
Yeah,
crap.
that's why I said, please don't roll on that
Alright, I'm going to turn this off with Bye Bailey.
Bye, baby.
Bye bye.
Oh. Oh, the sleepy face. No, it's so cute.
The little cappuccino. She's such a
Oh.
such a puppy.
Street